Hey everyone, today I'm reviewing Public Strain by Woman. This is a case of the album cover basically sums up the album experience. When I was listening to it, it reminded me a lot of kind of like the post-punk revival, shit like Turn on the Bright Lights. If they just did not give a fuck about making a chorus or catchy song and they're only interested in making atmosphere. Because I'm pretty sure this falls into the post-punk genre. I don't know though, correct me in the comments below. The album's like kinda lo-fi. That seems to be intentional though. The album creates the atmosphere you see on the cover. You feel like you're being surrounded, and it really isn't like comforting. Sometimes it is, but mostly it just feels like this pressure around you throughout the entire listen of the album. And it makes it a pretty interesting listen from start to finish. The album feels really well put together because from start to finish, I really don't see any of the songs working outside of the album. I think they all work relatively good together to make the listening from the first track to last track incredibly enjoyable. And it doesn't take too much of your time because it's only 11 tracks and like 40 minutes. I will say though, the first 5 tracks feel almost like they're intentionally building up and then releasing, starting of course with Can't You See and then going to Bells, where we kind of have the final release of all this tension we were building from the previous tracks. My favorite tracks on here are Can't You See, Narrow with the Hall, Venice Lockjaw, and of course the outro Eyesore. Honestly, the whole second half of the album I enjoy more than the first half, and while I appreciate the building and kind of how tied together the first 5 tracks are, I do enjoy the rest of the album more. But honestly, I don't really know what to say about this album. It's a really interesting listen, and it's a really well put together album. And there's no real down points for me on the album at all. I feel like it's an incredibly solid album. But at the same time, I feel like there's no real like high points either. There's not a moment I can say that I'm like really wowed at or anything. And I feel like the whole album is just very consistently good, but it never reaches like an amazing moment and or a really low moment. Anyways, I'm saying all this just to say I'm gonna give Public Strain by Woman an 8 out of 10. I do really enjoy this album. I feel like it's incredibly put together, and I highly recommend you guys go listen to it. Let me know what you think about the album. Do you like the album? Do you not like the album? Tell me in the comments below, or say some other shit. It doesn't really matter. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.